Hey everybody, it's Hyper, and we're back with another video. It's been a while since I did like a long form video for Arma Reforger. It's been quite a long time actually, but with the 1.6 update, we got a new single player campaign, which I think is super cool. I'm really excited to see what they have to offer in this game versus last games, because Flashpoint was a great game. Red River, all the other Arma games were good, but they were a bit clunky. The voice acting was bad, and the transitions and the cinematography of it all wasn't great. But there was a huge step up with Arma 3. I'm expecting this to be a big step up too, especially from the scenarios we already have so far. They're really cool, the training scenario and all that. So let's see what it has to offer. It's called Operation Omega, and I think it's really cool. I started playing it. I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna jump back in. I started playing it and I realized it wasn't recording, so let's see. But this is the comment I made the first time. That Huey right there, beautiful. Look at that picture over the ocean at night in the rain. Really cool. Operation Omega 1, over the hills and far away.
Soviet forces on Kolguyev pose a serious threat to Atlantic activity. Before Operation Omega can clear the island, key structures like enemy bar system must be destroyed. Recon advises low enemy resistance, but warns naval infantry units are not to be underestimated.
Okay, already immediately the voice acting and stuff is really cool. They put a lot more effort into
I read
this.
you, Lima Charlie.
Told you, Mojo, it works.
Once you link up with the sword
Charlie.
team, they will give you a sit rep.
Roger that.
Getting your team on the ground is vital for mission success.
I imagine.
60
Look at
seconds.
this. Cinematic. This feels
Okay,
great.
boys,
Look at
lock
this,
and
guys.
load. Sword is waiting for us in the mines. Once we land...
Shit! Danny!
God damn it. Pilot was killed. Co-pilot, I think it was a co-pilot killed too. It's hard to say.
I can't feel my legs. The Soviets are here. Get out of here. Find sword. Finish the mission. Now go!
That's rough. Immediately. To be fair, they were flying pretty high up on that approach. Send that pig to the hospital. Alright, let's see. You'd think they'd have like some signals intelligence up to make sure nobody's keying in or something, but we'll see. Balls on Kolguyev, 9th October 1989, 1800. 0 hours on. So when I say balls, I mean that's 0 hours.
This is Sword on the emergency channel. Radio
This is
check.
actually not midnight, 6 p.m. right now.
I've got eyes on the crash site. Man, you couldn't have picked a worse spot to go down. If I saw the crash, so did the Soviets. Better get moving. We'll be waiting at RV Point Cobblestone.
Stay low. Keep our pistol at the ready. I've already fired a round, it looks like. That's odd. Whatever. Don't know what I grabbed, but I grabbed something. Grenade. A pack. Let's see what we got real quick, just before we go on. Nice.
Those lights are from
Sweet.
Ugoldar. They're good for navigation, but I'd avoid the city. Way too many Russians.
Damn, I only got 3 mags. That's kind of crazy. Not bad at all. No, I got 6 mags. We're all Gucci. Alright, let's get back in our little hut right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and self-locate really quick. What direction is that? It's like direct north right there. Okay. See a smokestack. What we're gonna do is go for that large smokestack right there, and we're gonna get a little observer target line right there. We're gonna figure out where we are. Okay, let's pop this baby out. Plan B. You're on your own, but well equipped to regroup with special forces operating on the island. Stay calm, plan well, avoid enemy. Of course, escape the helicopter crash site ASAP and use the means necessary to reach the RP Cobblestone, which is Rendezvous Point Cobblestone. Stacking off mine, where Team Sword will wait for you. Where is stacking off mine? Military site. There's Doggledore. I know that's not the real name, but I love Star Wars. Or not Star Wars. Oh my god, just piss off everybody that, don't I? Ugoldor. Sounds like a door. RP Cobblestone. There we go. Stacking off mine. The rendezvous point up on the hill. So we want to book it north. And I want to say, if that is direct north from here, that large stack, I want to say that's this stack right here. It's the farthest one to the west right here, from our point of view. I want to say that's a big one. We'll have to be sure, though. I don't have a compass, though, so I must have not grabbed a compass. Let's go grab a compass. We're gonna need one. Do I not have a compass? This is insane if I don't. I do. Why am I not equipping it? There we go. Why is it not showing up on my map? Let's get back over there. I just want to make sure I know where I am first before we start doing some crazy stuff. We're near power lines too. A lot of metal. And it's a mining area too. There are lots of geology going on in the area. You know what I mean? That means it's probably going to interfere with our compass a little bit. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the farthest left smokestack from where we see. Go to the base of the tower. Let's put that baby right there, centered on the base. A nice to and through. Yep, that's where we are. We're in this little shack right here. Okay, so we know where we are. Blue circle. Makes sense. So I don't really want to follow the road. I'm going to mask myself on the back end of this right here because there's terrain right here. This is defilade the whole way up. The military site's right there, but they're covered by some foliage, so I think we should be good to sneak down on the backside of this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sneak around the backside, and then we're going to just head north. N-O-R-F north. We're going to have to be very careful about this. We got our binos, and it is beautiful. This is very atmospheric. They really did a good job with these guys. This is probably the first Arma campaign where I'm like, wow, I'm really excited to do this. This is cool. Don't get me wrong, I played the other Arma games, especially growing up, so I am a fan, but man, this is a game changer. Alright, we're going to cross quickly over the danger area right here. We're on the other side of the fence, too, so we got a lot of cover from the fence. That way we don't skyline ourselves on the side of this, I don't know if we want to call it bank, but this, the beach right here, these little cliffs, like the tidal zone. We're going to stay in the foliage right here. I think that's our best bet. I do want to go a little bit on the downside, though, just to keep us well concealed and give us some cover from the right side, because we know for sure there's a heavy presence over there. I know there's a military site up there. Like I said, it's in the trees, so we should be good for quite a bit. We don't have a suppressor or anything, which is less than ideal. And I do see lights, so we're going to have to keep a low pro over here. If I go right here, though, I think we're okay. There's not really any observer there. I don't think there's a tower. What the hell is that? It looks like a makeshift tower. Interesting. It looks like a crane tower or something that's been repurposed. I don't see a crane, but no. Let's just keep low. Low and slow. This is about where I want to be. Not really great. There's no real good concealment, but as long as we keep moving, we should be alright. Okay. Coming up on those lights now. Be careful. Yep, and that's why. Alright, let's keep going. They're in a rush too, especially with the rain here like that. They are looking for somebody or something. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. I thought I saw a boat or something, but it's just a rock. Can't be too cautious. Man, this area is pretty heavily populated. I thought Kolguyev was pretty much empty when I saw it before, but I guess this is an eye-opener. This is the Russian stronghold in the region, too, so, I'm worried about this right here. Definitely lights on and stuff.
Be advised, the Russians have increased their patrols in your area. Stay calm and keep moving. It's more about stealth than speed.
Oh yeah, we gotta be quiet, Gotta say low and slow. Another vehicle. It's a big one, sounds like a diesel. Just off my right side. Alright, they've passed. I don't want to go in this compound, so we're going to go around. Oh, there's lights on in that van, too, maybe? Oh, is that a... Gotta be careful. Okay, let's check where we are. We have gone up here so far. We're at this compound right here. Basically on this little fence line right here, peeking around right there. We got a tower over there. I'm going to make it for this draw right here. See this draw right here? It looks like a drainage channel of some kind. That's going to take us real close to the military site, but if I go up here, and I plan it right, I can cross right over, maybe on this footpath or something. See, there's a little tree line right here. We've got a little bit of deflate. We've got these little tiers, these like kind of... Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We're going to hook the right side, make it for this tree line, and we can follow this tree line all the way up to the mine. That's what we'll do. So we're right here. Let's make it around here. Let's go for that draw. And this will keep us completely out of the view of the Russians for the time being. Time being as well. Don't want to make too much noise either, especially when I'm on the fence line. There's that draw right there. It's not as prominent as it looked on the map. You see that mouth of the river right there? That's what we're talking about. We're going to make our way all the way over there. I wish I could go third person, but I can't because my full-size keyboard broke. So I'm on my typing keyboard, my little mechanical typing keyboard, and that's what we're using right now. It's tiring on my fingers, man. I need to get some better switches for this thing, for sure. Probably get some tactile ones for gaming. Maybe I will get some clickies. I don't know. Some super lightweight clickies might be the ticket. Yeah, that draw really was not as prominent as I thought it was going to be. This is it right here. But it's heavily, heavily covered in trees that don't show up on the map. Right here. So we'll take it, actually. What do we got right here? Got that little dip in. I don't know what that is. That's supposed to be a higher ground. I think this is rock formation right here, which is fine. We're just going to stick in this draw, follow our whole way up. This is how we stay safe. Does it cross any paths is my question. It does. There's a main road right here. It doesn't look like that's a bridge, so we're going to have to cross overland right there. This looks like it's a fill. Since it is a fill, we're going to have to make sure that we are careful on that approach and we cross that nice and safely. Yeah, right there. See, it is a fill. See, that's why map reading helps in this game. That's why you guys should be watching those other videos, man. Map reading and land navigation is huge to the field craft of what it takes to be an infantryman or any sort of combat MOS if you're on your feet. These skills are super important. Real world and in this, and I think this game is great at helping people hone their real world skills. Alright, we're just gonna book it. Oh, there are lights right there. Did you guys see those lights? We're just gonna keep moving. We're not gonna look back. We're just gonna keep moving. Follow this draw all the way up. Stay in the foliage. That's what we gotta do. Okay, it looks like the foliage is clearing up a bit, which is not ideal, but we're getting higher ground and stuff, so we'll be okay. You gotta be careful with higher ground, though. It gives you an advantage when it comes to shooting and taking cover and stuff like that, and then seeing the enemy on approach, but it also skylines you. It's easier to see people who are moving uphill and downhill, just the angle of where you're looking. Makes you very prominent on the side, especially because you move slower, you move clunkier. Your silhouette is a lot more unstable when you're moving up and downhill like this than if you were on flat ground. I think we're still following the draw. Like I said, it's not a prominent one, it's just a little dip. But that's typical. A lot of the times, too, these terrain features will change as you're over them, so you can never expect them to be exactly like what you see on the map. Stuff like this, but yeah, we're still in a draw. Little one right here. I think that's...
Use the lights as a navigation point, but avoid the city. Keep the town on your right and don't get bogged down. The island can be a maze.
Don't worry, we're land nav professionals over here. We got this. Do we have any antennas or anything though, so I can just get a quick like spot rep or a quick like pause rep I could send up, let people know where I am. And more or less, they're AI, they don't really care where I am, but so I know where I am. It's just good practice either way, especially when you're playing on actual sim servers and stuff like that, where these skills actually matter. I can't tell you how many times I run into these really cringy edgy players of Milsim games, they're like, oh my god, this game's great. And then they can't see themselves on the map, and they freak out, and they're like, well, that sucks. I can't see myself on the map. I want to say we are somewhere over here. I don't know for sure. There's a military site with some towers to the left there. I believe, yep, there we go. There it is right there. So, we're like right over here somewhere in the draw. So we need to start navigating right. There's a footpath off the main road. So the main road's right here. Okay. So we're at the main road right here. We see that site. So are we just right here? No, because we've already crossed over. Let's see. Let me look real quick. Do we have any towers? We're just gonna look right there real quick. Okay, yeah, so we're like right by that foot trail, it looks like. I want to take the foot trail up, but it looks like it's going to be a lot more open air than I would like. So let's just cross over into this tree line right here. And we'll get better SA of the area, and then we'll work our way up. We see these rock faces right there. A lot of those things might be on the map too. We got the town back there. Oh yeah, okay, so here's this rock path right here. Oh, it's a trench. Shit. That's dangerous. Let's just drop in the trench real quick. I don't see, and again, man-made features that are like impromptu might not show on the map, but I believe that's where we are. I think this is the trench we're in. I'm not positive. We're going to try and figure it out, though. There's a tower over there. Yeah, there's, see that tower right there? Let's see where we're at. We put that on the tower. Draw a line this way. Yep, we're in the trench. Okay, we're just going to follow the trench to the tree line. Staying on this side, so we're in defilade from the tower. And the town, we should be good from here. We're pretty covered. It's getting late. I'm going to keep myself on this side of the berm, and we're going to work our way right up the tree line. Hell yeah, let's go. We're doing that. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Every now and then, again, we do need to stop, though. Keep our head on a swivel in case we do see... Yep, that's why. That's exactly why. Just in case we see patrols. Yep. Keep a wide berth from them.
Soviet patrols are closing in on your position. Pick up the pace.
Oh,
there's a good chance you might stumble across the enemy. So, keep your head on a swivel.
We got a couple patrols. We got one down that way. We got one up there. They turned their flashlights off, so that's not great, but we'll be alright. We're in the tree line. This is exactly where we want to be. We just hit the tree line, so we're right, like, right here. Oh, no, we're not. We're past that. We're, like, right here. Where's that opening? Right there? Yeah, so we're, like, right around there. And we're just going to follow the tree line all the way up into our rendezvous. I like how they called it an RP. An RP is a very specific thing in the military. It's not a rendezvous point. They're calling it in the game. We just call it the
They put some fireworks for you. Better hurry up.
RP works too, but we just call it RDV when I was in the Marines. Or we just call it a checkpoint, and we understand that that was the rendezvous point. So it's interesting that it's called an RP. Makes sense for gaming and though, keeping it simple. And maybe there are units and stuff, SOP, they call it RP, something like that. I just have never heard it called an RP. Then again, I could be wrong. Not every unit does everything the same thing. Again, like doing a mount between two units might be a little bit different than doing it with other units. They develop their own style, if you will, and whatever works best, you know, whatever works for them, by and large, is a good thing. Like, there are good common practices for everybody, but hey, if a certain team does things smoothly a certain way, then more power to them. We're near a trail. We are near an actual beaten path. So we're right here. We're near a beaten path. We were right around here. That beaten path is going up there. Man, we have a ways to go. I don't want to stay on the path directly. We're going to keep off to the left-hand side, but we're going to hoof it. We are going to hoof it. I guarantee you I'm going to get spotted and shot at. Most likely. You can keep resistant sprint on, it just helps for travel. It's also better if you put your weapon away with tab Z. Damn it, the truck stopped. Yep, they're coming down here. We're gonna go around the backside. Stay clear of the lights and the headlights. Oh shit, they're breaking up both ways. Okay. We're gonna get to the other side of this hill. Then we're gonna work our way up. Holy shit, they are closing on me quick, man. Not ideal. Your ears, man, are so important for stuff like this. Oh, they came from the other side and they were pushing back. That's fair, that's fair. Oh no. We're sandwiched between two patrols. Across. He was close. He was close. I heard his handset. That's crazy that I could hear his handset. That means he was like within a couple meters. Oh dear. That like legitimately like my heart started beating. I was like, oh shit, when I heard the radio and I was like, oh god. It looks like we made it past these patrols. They're patrolling downhill too. I don't think they expected me to be this far yet, but we're getting there. I don't know exactly where I am yet. We crossed another road. So let's see. We crossed... I want to say it was this road. There's like this little checkpoint right here. We're in this clearing. I want to say this is where we are right now. This makes a lot of sense to me that we would be right here. The rendezvous is up the side of the mountain. RP cobblestone. Crossed another path. Is booking up off to the right that we crossed, so I guess we were right here. So if we follow this way, so that's pushing off to the right, we should come up to the rendezvous point. This area's a clearing. It doesn't look like a clearing on the map. And again, my target location, or not my target location, my self location might be a little bit off because I'm just doing it on the move, but I'm fairly confident that I know where I am. Yeah, there's the road right there. We're going to stay on this side of the road. That way people won't be able to really see us if we're on the back side of the curve of this hill. And we are not going to use our flashlight at all. That's just asking for a whooping.
Keep moving. The mine shaft is at the top. Meet us inside.
Nice, nice. Okay, okay. We are going to the right place. I guess they have eyes on me, or they had eyes on me or something, but we're just going to fairy dust it for the sake of the game. At least that's what they did. That's fair. And maybe they're fairy dusting my radio transmissions as well. typically I would tell them where I'm at. They would be like, okay, blah, blah, blah. We'd keep in comms. We're able to. Yeah, here's rock faces up here. I think that's a mine shaft right there. We'll see. It is dark, too. It is tough to see. See any mines or anything, any structures that would say this is a mine. Then again, old abandoned mines, maybe so. There's no like, there's a whole lot of nada up here. But we'll see. All right. We're on some sort of landmark. I don't know what exactly. We're on like a hill. Okay, let's, I am gonna self-locate really quick. Just so I can get a clean idea of where I'm at. I hear a vehicle. Looks like we've got a squad size moving up to us. 11 plus. Squad plus is what it looks like. Let's keep moving to the top. My God. Call it running simulator, but the whole stealth mechanic and paying attention to what's going on around you with the land nav, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. This is what this is what mil simming should be. Really, honestly, if you want to actually play a military simulator, like, this is it, guys. I don't know where this mine shaft is, though. That's the question. We're getting to the top, though, so let's see. I just got jump scared by some fireflies. It's pretty hilarious. I really don't see anything, so let's just take a look-see at the map real quick. I think we passed it. I believe we're looking at the town. I'm not positive. 305, there's a peak right there. I believe that peak is what we just left, so we're looking at the town now. I think we passed it. It's possible that we passed it. Very possible that we passed it. Which is totally normal. It happens, especially when you're on the move, you're moving quickly. You need to take a step back and self-locate. I stopped the self-location because I saw that squad pushing towards me, but honestly, we do need to find out where we are before we go anywhere else. Otherwise, we're just going to get ourselves into more trouble than we're already in. Okay, we got two little islands right there. We got that prominent island in that little like a bay area. That's what we're gonna look at. That's what I'm gonna self-locate using the edge of that little peninsula right there. There's that little peninsula right here. That's what we're looking at. So take our compass out, put it on the edge of the peninsula, grab our pencil. No, that was a bad mark. It's a better one. We're just gonna have to work with it. Okay, so we're somewhere along this line. I guess the other thing we could use is that big crane over there, which is, honestly, I believe right there. Oh yeah, that's definitely it, because you can see the other moving off. So that means we're like, we're right there. So you just gotta move, I think, directly east. Let's go. Look at that. There's another patrol across the way, but I think this is where we're supposed to be. Oh yeah, this looks like mine. Got some pipes and stuff. Yeah, this is where we need to be. That's self-location, guys. That's land nav. Hell yeah. Night land nav, nonetheless. No, night land nav in real life is harder than this. That was pretty solid. It's pretty solid. We are definitely at the mine, though. I don't know where the shaft is. Like, I think we're meeting in the mine shaft, they said, right? So we'll see. There should be a challenge and pass or something right here. But it's okay. I'll just get shot in the face. That works, too. Some sort of signal should have been given to me so I don't get my whole jaw removed by the homeboys over here. Do we have to go all the way to the top? Like, what's going on here? I'm here. I'm at the mine. I just need to locate the friendlies. Oh, yep, there they are. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let me, Yeah, there they are.
Lower your weapon, cowboy. Welcome to Cobblestone. I'm sorry about your team, but I'm glad you made it. We shouldn't have returned this island in '85. Anyways, mission first, right? Captain Bawalski is waiting for you. Head inside, and he's in the first hall to the right.
You can tell it's a European trying to do a southern accent, but he's doing a pretty good job. I appreciate the actual voice acting and stuff. This is sweet. This is cool. All right.
Sergeant Morris, that was a hell of a thing you just pulled off. Don't worry about your teammate. Watkins here came up with a plan to get him back. Take a minute to catch your breath. The real fight is about to start.
You would be gassed. You would be so gassed. That was a change in elevation of like 400 meters. You would be so gassed after this. Mission complete. Successful rendezvous with Team Sword. After the helicopter crash, sole surviving combat ready team member Dagger Sergeant Michael Morris, call sign Mojo. That's a call sign actually. Successfully excuse me, evaded enemy troops, linked up with Special Forces outfit. Another team member, team leader Captain Peter Burns, survived but was captured by enemy troops. Wait, homeboy was my captain? We were really... Never mind. Whatever. The SF team will carry out the objectives of Operation Omega regardless of the losses. The captured Green Beret will not be left behind. Okay, well, let's go. Operation Omega. That is pretty sweet. That is part 1 of Operation Omega. I thought it was really cool. And again, people might think that was boring or whatever, but Milsim-wise, that was sweet. The land nav, the land nav, the staying quiet, the radio comms. All of it was really cool. I'm highly enjoying this, and I cannot wait to play, excuse me, the rest of the missions in the upcoming days. This is going to be really sweet. Definitely going to play this on Military Monday. Going to do a stream of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say, guys, but I'm impressed. I think they're really outdoing themselves. And this right here, this makes me insanely excited for Arma 4. Like, the amount of work and polish they're finally putting into Arma games now that this is becoming something that you have on consoles and PC. A little bit more mainstream. I think they're doing it in a really good way where they're not sacrificing the realism and they're jumping in towards making it more accessible to different communities and stuff. I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be really, really cool. I had a lot of fun doing this. Even though it was literally just evasion, still a huge skill. Land nav, evasion, night land nav, all that stuff is super important. You know, light discipline, noise discipline, maintaining cover and concealment, you know, land navigation on, like, it's just really cool. For me, somebody who was in the military, practiced these specific skills a lot based off of my job. This is a lot of fun. If you guys want a real military experience, this is it. This is it for sure. But yeah, that was mission 1. That was Omega 1. What was it? Something very far and whatever. What's it? Really cool though. I liked it. I can't wait to do mission 2. And thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the other videos. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like it. And join us in the Discord and hop on for the events, especially since tomorrow's the start of November. And we are going to start running the veteran stuff. It's going to be a really good time. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Remember, get hyper, stay lethal, and be Nova. See you guys next time. Peace.